Hey guys, what's up? This is Suraj. Today I'm gonna show you all an interesting tutorial on how to make a dynamic image gallery using PHP and MySQL. Okay, for that I will initially created a folder called image gallery in my root folder in one. In that directory you can see some folder over here, css.js uploads, and I had already created 3 files called db.php, index.php and upload.php. In css I have pasted one background image, then one bootstrap and fancy, and okay, we are using a fancy box pop-up plugin. You can grab that plugin over from fancybox.net, and here is the detailed documentation. You can read all the documentation, and definitely I will show you how to do that. Okay, where's my okay here in upload.php, and I just called that style sheet over here. Lingural style sheet type text.css, href css fancy.css, that was located in my css folder, and custom.css that actually going to defining by me. Okay, then initially I will create a database. Okay, for that I will create a database. Okay, create database. My database name is called gallery. Okay, then it was successfully executed successfully. Okay, I will show the demo of what we are going to build. Okay, for that I will use okay, this is what we are going to build. Okay, you can choose file from here, open. Okay, then you can give a title to that image. Okay, I will give something called VVV. Okay, then if I submit, then it will be automatically inserted in the database and it will dynamically load it over here. If I click this one, it will pop up like in the fancy box item. Okay, I close that one. Okay, I had created the database, and if I press refresh, okay, then I can see my gallery database is created over here. If you want to create the database over from PHP MyAdmin, you can give the name and click on created, and your database will be created over here. If I click the gallery, then if you want to more detail about how to create the tables and how you want to insert and how you want to fetch that data from the database and display in your web page, you can view my tutorial in the below description. Okay, you can click over there and you can view that tutorial. Okay, then I have to create a table. Okay, I will give a table name called image. I want 3 columns. Okay, then click on go, then the column will be created over here. Then I have to create the column name. First of all, I will give a PID. That should be, you can give any name you want here. Its length will be 35. Then it should be auto incremented, so I click check on A. Then I will create my next column name, that will be img, PIMG. That should not be auto incremented, and it should be varchar of length 255. And next I want to create a p title and title, that should be an varchar and 255 for him also. Then I will click on save, then it will be has been created, and nothing is in the database now. We are not inserted anything yet. Okay, then I will navigate to my code editor. Okay, this is my code editor. First of all, I will create a database connection over here. For that I will click on db.php, and I will open a PHP tag over here. Then I close that one. Then I will declare a variable called con. Then I will give my SQLi underscore connect. Then name of the server, in my case that is localhost. Then username, that's nil as default. Username is root, password is nil, and my database name I should mention here. My database name is actually gallery, then semicolon. If I press F5, no error is over here, that means it's successfully connected. If I just misspell here and press F5, actually I will get an error because that database is not existed. Okay, our database connection is successfully made. Then I will save that one. Okay, next we have to create a form form for our thing. For that, sorry, actually I will grab this one over here and save this one, and I will paste over here index.php. okay, then I will create a form over here. For that, form action is equal to index.php, this file itself, index.php. then I will give the method that will be post. Then for file uploading, we will use a special encryption type. For that, we will use an int type that will be multipart / form data and press enter. Then I will give some form. For that, choose file, then input type should be file, and the name of that will be file. Okay, you can give any name, but you should be careful when calling that name again. Okay, then title, okay, title, that should be input, okay, title be text, and then name will be name. You can give any name. Okay, then I will create a submit button. For that, input type is equal to submit, and the name will be also what, submit. Okay, our form is over. Before that, I will define a background image for our body. For that, I will click on my custom and I will use bg background. Okay, background image. Then I will give my URL css bgg.png, that was my file name. Okay, then I will put a semicolon over there, then I will save that one. And if I call that class over here, class bg, okay, if I press F5, okay, body class is equal to bg custom. Okay, css custom.css background image URL. Okay, I forgot to press slash over here. Save. If I go over there and press F5, you can see the background image has been successfully loaded. Now I will go to my upload.php and open a PHP tag over here, then a closing tag. Then I will include my database file over here, that was db.php. then okay, then I will use a checking condition. For that, ESET $_post. okay, if the submit is clicked or activated, then submit. Okay, then okay, now we will give the parameters for file uploading. For that, I will create a variable called name, then $_ not post, it will be files for file uploading. Then I will give the name of the that control that we are mentioned over here, that was input of name was file. Okay, then okay, then I will give the name also, that was name itself. Okay, next I will give a temporary name for temporary storage, tmp_name, and it will okay, same as that. Okay, all files here, same as that file. Okay, and here will be tmp name, the variable. Okay, tmp underscore name. Okay, then we have to give the location. I declare another variable for storing our location path, that is uploads. Then okay, that is in uploads. Okay, for that I will give a slash. Okay, that will be in uploads folder that I had created over here, and the file that we are uploading is will be located over here. Okay, then okay, I will give a target path. Actually that will be same as uploads, and for getting the name, okay, these upload contain the value of the URL, and if I give dot and for concatenating $name, then it will fetch the file name and it will be joined with the URL name. Okay, that will be using for insert, that will be we will use for inserting into a database. Actually we are not inserting the full image into the database, we are actually inserting the path of the file into the database, that will be stored as a URL path in the database, and we will display that using some HTML content we are using as that we are familiar with by using imgsrc. Okay, and this will be injected into the PHP in between the PHP. Okay, then I will give the target file. After that I will give another condition. Okay, if move uploaded file, that one default function, then we will give the string file name, that was tmp underscore name, temporary underscore name, then give a comma, then you should mention location, $location dot $name for that. Then okay, we will open another brace, and we will declare, we will start to insert that URL and the title name into our database. Okay, for that I will open my database over here, and you can see the column name over here. Okay, then I will give $name, that is equal to $_ post, then the name was name, and put a semicolon, then declare a variable called query. You can declare anyone, I think mysqli underscore mysqli underscore query we are using, so we will use query. Then we will use the connection string that was in db.php, insert into, then we will give our table name, that was image, then we will use the column name. Okay, our column name was p underscore img and p underscore title. Okay, then values, then we should get the URL and plus concatenated file name, so we will get that from here, target. Okay, I had put a double quotes, then put a single quote, then in between this concatenation sign you can call your target name. Okay, for that I will give dot target, then I will close my thing. Okay, then I will give a comma, and I will call my $name. Okay, that was our title. Then I will close and put a semicolon over here. Okay, now if uploaded file uploaded. Okay, if the file uploaded, you can give a success message, file uploaded, enter. Okay, you can give another. Okay, when you declaring this thing, first of all you give a single quote, then you have to give a double quotes, and then concatenation dot, then you have to mention your target file, that is over here target, then you give to close that double quotes, then single quotes, then you have to call this variable over here that we are inserting the title into the database $name, then you will give this one. Then we have to give an else statement, echo. If the file is not uploaded, it will be displayed as file not uploaded. Okay, then after this thing we will have to display our inserted thing into the database, and for that we will use result. I declared a variable. You can give any variable, mysqli underscore query, then I will use my connection name, that is connection, and I will use an SQL query for that, lecT from gallery, that was my table name, sorry, image name, image. Okay, then I will give a semicolon, and we will use a while loop for fetching all the thing from the database. File, I declare a variable called row, then I will use my SQLi underscore fetch underscore array, and that will be result, then curly braces. Okay, now I will display the image in the web page. For that we will use HTML and PHP combining. Okay, then I will use echo, then I have to give the img src command over here. In between the two double quotes it will be calculated as HTML, then we will separate it by a concatenate sign, then we have to call our URL so that it is stored in $row, and I will fetch that array column name, that was p underscore img, then okay, then I will give a double quotes, and please give a space because otherwise it will be combined, so the the image will not display properly. Then I will be use NBSP, okay, and NBSP for giving a space between that. Then it is important to give an NBSP because otherwise it will be come together and it will not correctly displayed. Then we have to mention the class because I had defined a class over here in custom.css for a thumbnail display, otherwise it will be the image will come in the full size. Okay, class, and that was im, that class was im, and then I will close my tag over there, then at last I will put my semicolon and I save, and I will take my thing and I will refresh that thing and come over here, and if I choose a file and I will choose a car image and I give car, if I submit, then the car will be appear over here and the file is uploaded, and you can get rid of this file uploaded now because otherwise it will be disgusting. Okay, for that I will be delete this echo. Okay, now the thing is appearing correctly. Now we have to attach to a fancy box, okay, for a pop-upping. If you click, nothing is happening over here. Okay, for that thing I will go into my code editor, and in index.php I had already, now if I can view my images of here. Okay, I have to integrate fancybox. I have already called my fancybox.js and also its style sheet. now I have to integrate it with my image. For that, before that, I have to use some jQuery function for that fancy box. That jQuery command script you can find on fancy box website or documentation, you can find that. Okay, then before that I will give script and I will close that one, and I had copy that fancy box effect. Okay, this you can find in the fancy box manual. Different effects are there, and you can get different jQuery or other effect over there. You can save that, and now you have to call your CSS file in the this thing. Okay, now we have to give link to href, link href for the, because fancy box only work through href property. When we click on that thing, that will be pop-upping. Okay, for that we will use another logic thing, and we will open a double quotes for that. Okay, and in between we will use HTML property for that, a href, then okay, a href. Okay, now we have to, for href we have to get the path. For that I will give a single quote, okay, and a double quotes over there. Then I will put a dot, and then I will give dollar, and that was stored, that path was stored in our database. Okay, that was dollar p underscore name. Okay, that was p underscore name, and then put a concatenation sign, then put a double quotes and close or single quote. Okay, and then okay, that thing p underscore name. Now we have to declare our fancy box class that was in the index file, that was fancy box effects d, and in the upload file we will give that one. Okay, say box d. Now we have to give our title. For that we will give title equal to, then I will grab this thing and okay, title equal to, paste that thing. Okay, now we want the title, so we already inserting that into database. Okay, the column called title, that we will mention here. Okay, then okay, it's fine if I put this thing and if I press F. Okay, p underscore p, sorry, this was not p name, that was p img. Then we will press F5 again, and we are getting another error on line in the p tile, not title, p title. If I press F5, okay, our error is gone, and I press save, and if I go into my thing, and okay, if I click on this thing, oh, we should close our href a here. For that I will use img to HTML tags. I will close my a tag over here, and then I press it Ctrl S, and if I press enter, then it will be correct. If I click on this thing, you will get the thing. If you want to choose a file, and possibly click on this Alienware, and I gave the name alien. If I submit this thing, it will appear here. Click on this thing, it will be coming dynamically. This was our project today. Okay,